Okay, and welcome back to my little review of the Kai Deng K70C with a 2 megapixel camera, 180. Let's see if we can 180 angle lens, which I think RC Andy said it was more or less 100 degrees angle, and this kind of okay. It's excellent. I think it's kind of okay camera mount. Um, I should start with the quality. The quality is actually really good. I mean, it crashed for me twice, but this quad do have a really good build quality. But they do have some bad quality issues as well. The legs is really a sad chapter, to be honest. They are really flimsy, and if you land okay, they kind of bounce that much, so it kind of lands good if you're landing carefully. But most of the time, if this quad is crashing, the legs actually takes the whole blow. But I have to say, those two legs actually saved my camera twice. Um, I had some quality issues in this quad. I mean, this motor here, I had to solder again. No, it was this one. This motor here, I had to solder. And this motor here was kind of going strange when the camera was inserted here. So I don't know if it's actually dropouts that I'm getting. I think it actually is more or less power losses. I think it loses power up there somehow. Because when I fly this quad without this camera, it actually flies really good. It's the best quad I ever flown, and I'm really impressed with it. I love this quad. I haven't flown my other quads and Hexus after I got this one. If we talk a little about the controller, it's a little plastic, but it feels good in the hand, and it has a nice throttle and aileron sticks. I did test the headless mode and return to home, and they both works. And I did try out even the flips, and those works as well. You press that one, it beeps, and you can pull the level at any side. It has 3 rates, 1 low rate and 2 high rates. And those are the trim buttons here. And this one here, that specific trim button is actually for the stock camera here. If you pull the trim button up, this one would go up and like this, like this. And if you pull the trim button down, it will go down. Another funny thing, if you start the quad and have everything connected, legs and quad, and you put this on and do this motion, the camera will, like the gimbal on the Phantom or anyone else, another quad, do a little movement before you can actually fly. So, but yeah, we have 3 more buttons. We have this, it's for the lights. This is for taking movie clips, and this one for taking pictures. And I actually think it's a nice nice controller. And the camera, well, it's the sad chapter as well. It actually do take kinda okay footage and films kinda okay. It's a little darkish, a little, what shall I say, what shall I call it? Um, it's not that clear in colors. It mostly kinda, it's like it has a gray filter a little on it. I did modify this camera. I will put up a little clip in this review so you can see the difference between the modified camera and the one that's not modified. And I actually returned it to the original mode, so it's not modified anymore. But you could actually open up this camera here and there and here and here, and I actually put a little weight inside this camera because it's just holes in it. It's kind of like the Sigma X8C camera, where you can remove the shell and see that it's actually the same camera as the Sigma X5SC's and X5C's camera. So if you open that up, you have exactly the same type of main board for the camera. It's really small, and it's actually not filling this up at all. And maybe that's the problem. It could be the shielding that makes the quad behave funny. I've seen videos where the quad actually flies away, but most of them I actually can see they're having this dropout problem. It actually just stops and falls down and crashes. But I actually put a little weight in it, and I should see if you can see if it's any difference. So I did modify that camera, and I have done some modification on this quad as well. This antenna I actually did, so you can see it up. It's going right up here. I tried to do a little modification on the battery, but I'm kind of waiting with that thing for a little longer because I kind of need the legs to have the battery up here, because the connection to the battery is not really that well thought of. It's kinda uneasy to get hold on that, and it gets kinda hard to get it in, and it's really not such a big space in there. So it would have been better if they had kinda like the tarantula, you know, the Jisan tarantula, whatever it's called. I did put a little here so I could put my hat cam onto this one, and yeah, there is some other strange things. The LED lights, it's not the same like others. Mine are actually red in the back, and they're only red, and they do not flimps or anything. They just, yeah, and they are green in here, and you can see here it has actually cracked a little here in the canopy, but it's only to buy a new one. Another failure is the on-off button. Mine kinda stopped working right immediately. I just needed to open this canopy and it was kinda not working anymore. I have seen some clips out there with this issue, but otherwise it seems like the motor is reversed somehow, because I did kind of follow the same scheme as my Hobson. And when I did that, the quad didn't want to go up into the air. So I had to change all the propellers and make them otherwise, because I never got the manuals. I couldn't do it the right way from the beginning. But now I do have the manual. So what do I think about this quad? I think it's a good buy. It's a nice quad, but this camera could become a problem. I have only seen some people having problems with it, but some haven't. So maybe I have either a problem in the camera or I have a problem in here. So I'm actually thinking about getting a new one and hoping that one will work better. The range is really good. The battery stamina time is really awesome as well. It got really good power. It's lots of power in here. But when the camera gets in, it seems like the power gets lost somewhere. So I don't know if I've forgotten anything. I will put up some clips online from my flights with it. And I would show you the clips from the stock camera when it's not modified and when it is modified. And then I would kind of show the clips from a flight with my hat cam onto it. And yeah, and I see you the next time. I hope I will get a quad next time that actually works like it should. But this one, I do give it a thumbs up, because when it works, it's really great, and it works. Wow, that power in this machine is really nice. It's hard to say anything bad about it. See ya. Okay, then I'm back at the field. Some slight winds here. I'm going to try to fly this one here. I'll try to see if it's easier to have the battery this way instead. No legs, no mount. I kinda had problems with the main camera, the stock camera on this thing. I have had crashes twice with this one, and every time it was when I was doing a throttle punch right up, and in both those times the props just stopped working and just fell down. It never happened when I tried to put this camera that I have on the cap this time. I put the camera here, and I did the same test yesterday, and nothing happened. So there must be some sort of electrical failure on mine, this one, or maybe the camera is something wrong with the camera. But let's see if I can connect this one. I hope this battery will still. I have a band, like, yeah, connect this one. I hope this will work fine. So let's see if I can get some flight footage of this. You see, it's really a great quad to fly. I'm just flying in intermediate and low rate at the moment. I hope you're getting this one. Oh, a little too far. This cap is kinda not that good. I should perhaps have glasses instead of this cap. But I really like this one. Let's see if I can do a flip. Flip works. The flip's good. Let's see if I can do a throttle punch here without losing it. Worked kinda good. Shall see if I can put it on the high rate and do the same. Now I should try to do the throttle punch again. Works good. I have the highest rate at the moment. And it flies just really easy. Okay. I think I take down and take it in for landing. I noticed that wasps like this one. Bees and wasps seems like this one. They like the color, I guess. Oh. I shall just see if the battery is still in there. Yeah, it still stuck. Let's see how it works if I put headless mode on. Seems to work fine. Really strong winds now. I put it off. I wonder what happened if I put on this return to home thingy. I'd never try that one. Okay, it seems to work. It really worked. some light low sniffing. Come back to me. There it is. I've never flown on that side of that little, I don't know the name of it. It's a little creek, I guess. I think it actually has a really good range, as long as this stock camera ain't there. And the battery time is really good. At the moment it is really good, at least. It wasn't in the beginning, but I guess. And I'm kind of flying in low rate at the moment. Oh, I like that kind of. It looks like a giant wasp in the air. Let's see if I can land it. Not that good landing this time.